I'm Heather Marriott with Communications 101, and we are recording informational speech. And here is audience number 1. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jean Marriott. I'm Heather's mom.
Hi, I'm Lexi, and I'm Heather's daughter.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm Heather's friend.
Otherwise known as my other mother. All right, now we'll get you set up, and we'll start the speech. Okay, can you put it there? Okay, great. Get my notes. Okay, so thanks for joining me, and I'm going to talk with you just for a moment on an informational speech. So what I would like for you to do, each of you, is to first close your eyes, if you would. Close your eyes. All right, so imagine you are 5 years old, and your parents are screaming at you, or screaming at each other, rather, excuse me. They're screaming, hollering, there's banging in the other room, so you run into the room, and just in time to see your father kill your mother. Yeah, go ahead and open your eyes. That's scary. But that is exactly what my foster kids dealt with before they came to me. I had 3 foster kids that came to me, and that's the last thing they saw before the social worker showed up. So when they came to me, they were obviously very angry. They were neglected, and they were acting out. So my goal, speaking to you today, is to inform you, potential foster parents, on how kids get to foster care, what kind of behaviors you might see, and steps you can take to deal with them. Or if you have kids in your life, these behavioral steps will help you to reel them in, if you will. So, hello, and as you know, I am Heather Marriott. I'm a licensed therapeutic foster parent, and I'm also a youth and family coach. So I'm a retired call center leader, and I have dealt with a great deal of diverse workforce in my time that's reported to me. And so I wanted to, in this 4 to 5 minutes, just talk with you about how to enjoy foster parenting, and if you choose to become a foster parent someday or now, or have kids in your life that you need to reel in their behavior, you want to be successful at it. So that's what this speech is for. So kids that come into foster care, they're raised in extremely stressful environments. They are screamed at and endure a great deal of illegal punishments, like they're bound up, they're locked up, they're burned, they're poisoned, they're starved. You name it, they have gone through it. And so when they come to us as foster parents, it's up to us to help them, to guide their choices and guide their behaviors. Their behaviors are justified. They're pissed at the world, which totally justifiable given what they've gone through. But let me pause here to tell you about stress in brain development first, before you can kind of figure out how the behaviors work and how we can influence them. Richard Kagan is a master in social work, and he's an author of Rebuilding Attachments with Traumatized Children, and he shares that continued high levels of epinephrine, I can hardly ever say that word, that's the fight or flight hormone when you get really scared and you decide if you're going to put your dukes up or run, thank you, or cortisol, those 2 hormones during brain development create someone who's in a constant guarded state. They will always feel guarded. He says neuronal connectivity are experience expectant, and therefore are greatly impacted by culture, heritage, nurture, and experiences. From that, we can have the expectation that we can make a difference. We can, if all of that is experiential, then more experiences, it goes therefore to think that more experiences would help them to overcome or have a more positive future. Kagan also says that each stage of growth forms the foundation of higher levels of function. So wherever you get your children, you're building the foundation for the future experiences that they have and experience activity and actions they'll take. So you want to observe the behaviors rooted in, and understand that they're rooted in the past. They're things that they've dealt with. They're not necessarily reacting to the present moment, even though they're with you. So reactivity, emotions of a foster child, they're all called kindling. It's what they term the kindling. It means that neuronal excitability caused by repeated stress and new experiences are critical to improve that kindling process. So what behaviors will you see? Well, they will be social. They might be at home, they might be at school, they might be in any of those social interactions. They will bite, hit, kick, cheat, steal, all kinds of different behaviors, and they're not moral decisions, so it's important for you to react as such. Triumphing over these behaviors or disorders is possible, but it's going to take a team effort. Generally, you have $500 or $600 a month per child, and that's usually something you need to deal with right up front, that the amount that you get is probably not going to cover the expense. You're going to sacrifice in time and finances before it's all said and done, either because you have to pay for childcare or more clothes or toys, all the things that they leave behind. They don't bring their clothes with them, so you have to build them a wardrobe, and you have to build them toys, and if they leave your home, they have to go to the next home with the same thing and get the same thing. So none of it goes with them, unfortunately. So it is our job as Christians and as neighbors to love each other and do that well. And I think if we partner with our resources in foster care, we have social workers, we have counselors, we have other foster parents, and we rally them together, and you can repattern their experiences all together as a team. So the first thing you want to do to win as a future foster parent is to assess their behavior. Observe. Second thing is to observe and identify specific behaviors that are disturbing them. And then make really detailed notes. What activity came before it? What's the food that they ate? What they ate and when? And all the things that came before it, so you can kind of get a detailed log of what's happening for that child. Then you partner with your foster care and you repattern their experiences. You teach them, role model it, and practice, give them praise, and observe their behaviors and reward them when they do it well. So if you're interested in becoming a foster parent, the way that you can be successful is to be motivating, inspiring, try to persuade the child versus overcoming or getting into a power play. You want to be purposeful, direct, and firm, and you want to have rules with consequences or rewards if they do well. So I hope that you do foster parenting, or if that helps your children in your lives, and thank you so much for listening.